Singapore as we get ready for a crucial matchup here in the ABL between the first place high-tech Bangkok City team and the third place Singapore Slingers in a return game from August 31st when the Slingers handed Bangkok their first loss of the season, 78-75 in overtime, with some last-minute heroics by Dior Lahore. We'll get into that a little bit later. But Bangkok and Singapore both coming off impressive wins. But let's look at last time. Bangkok with the early start, rolling down that left-hand side. That was John Bazan, but quickly back in the second quarter. Singapore, a little bit of acrobatics there by Wong underneath the basket. But look at this. Nightmare for Singapore. Kyle Jeffers goes down with a dislocated ankle. That means everybody else has to step up. It was rough going, but at the end, hard with a long shot from the left corner to tie it up and send the game into overtime. Yeah, so his first big moment for the Slingers. Coach Yo getting into it, and so are the Slingers. Off the dribble, Alvagara, zipping past the defender, goes glass. That was the crucial basket that put Singapore head to stay. Again, that 78-75 win. Now, looking at the standings right now, Bangkok still in the lead, 10 wins, 2 losses, followed by the Dragons, 9 fourth, and the Job Street Singapore Slingers at third place, 8-5, the Warriors, who came off a crushing defeat by Bangkok at 6-8, and the Saigon Heat losing to Singapore 5-7, and the hapless South Sumatra team leading up the rear at 0-12. So those are your standings to the moment. So if you look at the warm-ups right now, there is Lawhorn. They're going to need him to do some more of his magic tonight. The newest member of the Slingers, Justin Howard, there he is. He will be counted on to replace all those points and rebounds that were supplied by Kyle Jeffers. It will take the whole team. Now, a little while ago, we talked to Coach Yo about the impact that Justin Howard, the big man, would have on the team. And here's what he had to say.
Well, I mean, his presence is there inside the post, and I guess this will help us on that as well, because we need a big ready rebound and help us on defense as well. So, and he got a first game double, so we're pretty happy with him.
Last question, Coach. You've got a lot of road games coming up after tonight. Does the team have what it takes to win a few of these games away from home and stay in the top 3 for the remainder of the season?
Well, definitely we want to get some wins away, but I think we concentrate one game by one game, especially at a home game. Last 3 games for us, I think these 3 games is very important for us. So we just take care of our own business. I think we'll be good and feel confident for the playoff.
That was Coach Yo's perspective. What about on the Bangkok side? As they are cruising, they do have a 2-game lead, and a lot of the reason is because of their expats. There is Steve Thomas, but Chris Charles also. We talked to Coach Naha and asked him, well, what about the last game against Singapore? How can they come out the winners this time? And here is the coach.
Of course, play good defense, and what we're trying to insist to our players right now would be the transition, breaking the transition offense, especially their quick and the quickness. And Wei Long is doing well, and we have something for him today, and hope that will also, and Han Bin also. So both Wei Long and Han Bin, we've been scouting and trying to break some of the momentum that they're having in the past 2 games to win the game.
So Bangkok riding higher at the moment at the top of the table with that massive 10-2 record. A very hungry Singapore Slingers team. They have Larry Liu back as well. We'll talk more about that when we come back. Some of the crowd here for the Singapore Slingers with that 8-5 record. A nice looking crowd here on Friday. The F1 right around the corner. Coming up, Singapore Slingers, Bangkok City. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this. offense is Justin Howard. We talked about him. And on Ben Dior Lawhorn, so the 2 Americans and the 3 Singapore boys who've been playing very well as of late. Those are the job between Singapore, so that record, as we said, of 8-5 in a crucial matchup for them tonight. Justin Howard had 18 points and 20 rebounds in his maiden game for the Slingers. How about on the other side of the ball? Well, Jared Kanyada, he has been filling it up with some regularity. 10.7 points against Hirun. Another very good guard, very quick off the first step. Steve Thomas averaging 14 rebounds a game. Dassam, the local forward. Chris Charles leading the league in scoring, 22 points a game and about 11 rebounds. So on paper, Michael Wong, a very evenly matched 2 teams.
Really evenly matched. Position-wise, points-wise, defense-wise, both teams are very good defensively and they score in bunches. So it will be a very even fight and it will go down to the wire as the last game.
We talked to Coach Raha before the game, Michael, and he said that they had plans for the very quick Singapore guards. He specifically mentioned Desmond O and Wang Legion, and so we'll have to see how they attempt to clamp down the brakes on these Singapore guards who really had a magical season this year. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that game against Saigon on TV, but my goodness, Wong down the stretch was just incredible.
He was really clutch. He made 2 free throws. No, he made 2 shots at the free throw line, going on a pick and roll. It was very clutch and right at the end, almost like a dagger in the heart. So it was good to see a local boy doing all this hard work, and then it pays off on the court as well.
Wong had 7 points in the last 3 or 4 minutes. In fact, he carried the Slingers, but it looked like for all the world that Singapore was going to come back to the Lion City with a defeat. Now, on the other side of the ball, the high-tech Bangkok City team just destroyed the Indonesian Warriors in the 4th quarter, outscoring them 25-11. Just gives you an idea, Michael Wong, of how their high-powered offense can turn it on whenever they want to. And they did a great job against Indonesia.
Bangkok is really a very good unit from the first player to the last player. All of them can contribute in bunches. They can come in and really score quick. So it's really up to the Slingers defense to hold them to their scoring, below their scoring average, and maybe we get a chance.
The consensus is around the stadium talking to people that the expats would cancel each other out, so it will be up to the local boys, and we'll see which side of the ball prevails here. Bangkok, as we said, besides Singapore, probably has the most talent of any of the local guys that we've seen in the league so far. They certainly showcased that talent on August 31st, last time Bangkok was here. So just about ready to jump it off here. We look at Chris Charles, very amenable, very gentle giant, so to speak, who trains in the offseason with the renowned physical trainer Stephen Hess of the Denver Nuggets. So he is the whole package and leading the league in scoring. He'll be jumping up against Justin Howard, a product of Mercer State, 33 years of age. In fact, both these guys 33 years of age. So here we are. There's the tip, controlled in the backcourt by Bangkok. Charles, Howard working on him. He'll take that shot if you give it to him. He's off. Out of bounds it rolls. And the ball will come back in the hands of Singapore. Good job of boxing out on the baseline by number 6 from Singapore, Ung Han Bin. So here comes Vergara yo-yoing down that right-hand side. He's got Howard on the low post. Going down baseline is Lohorn. Now he comes back up to the high post, throws the screen. O finds his space, kicks it back outside. Lohorn will take that shot. He's going to be short, and up over the top it goes. So both the teams, no dice after the first shot. Offense. Gives it off. Back out to Charles again. Finds Dassam. Dassam had a big game for Bangkok last time, if you remember, 14 points. Inside to Charles again. Howard working on him. Good job by Howard on defense. And there's the shot clock violation. No, they just got it off in time. Good defensive stand there early on by Singapore, Michael.
The only thing we allow Bangkok at the moment are 2 outside shots. both from the 3-point line. And this is really good defense considering the fact that they can't even drive to the basket.
Howard putting the ball on the floor and almost has his pocket pick. Bagara trying to thread his way through two defenders. Nice little give and go there. Bagara, bounce pass inside to Charles. Howard shooting off the baseline. Good defense there by Howard again, Michael. He's doing a good job on the baseline, denying Chris Charles.
It seems like Charles cannot deal with a big body on him. He has problems when he has a bigger defender on him when crossing. He can't make any moves on the down drop, so he will be forced on the perimeter, taking crossing shots.
Kenyatta, nothing but net on that left-hand side, sliding off the screen. Bagara again. Desmond O. DeMar on him. Punch back outside. A little bit short on it. Thomas fights for the rebound and off the hands, I think, of Justin Howard. So the ball will go back into the hands of Bangkok. 2-2 early on here with a couple of minutes gone. Chuck Schreiner and Michael Wong with you. You're enjoying it. Fantastic season of ABL action. Kenyatta, Bagara on him. Rolling up the screen is Dasson. Thomas working on Longhorn, pass to Charles. Charles. Nice job on defense again by Howard. Howard grabbing and is fouled from behind. Another good job on defense by Justin Howard.
Notice how the defense crowd around Chris Charles when he gets the ball down low. A lot of hands will be going down when he dribbles the ball. So it's very good help defense from the Singapore Slingers part.
So the third consecutive stop for Howard on Charles. Charles, as you said, leading the league in scoring. Howard with the ball, he'll stop the clock. 1 and out for Singapore. Ball in the hands of Dasson, who quickly gives it off to Kenyatta, who rolls off one screen. Howard there inside. Forces him to kick it back out. Dasson gives to Charles. Well, the quickness of Charles on exhibit right there. Howard really can't take him off the first step. Didn't really have time to set his feet. 4-3 Bangkok. Looking for Howard. Howard will take another shot off the mark with that offensive board. That's the first one for Singapore. Lohorn thought about taking, instead kicks it back outside to fast break opportunity for Kenyatta. Gets it to Charles. The follow is good. Nice job by Bangkok. Great anticipation. Get the ball in transition. The trailer Charles gets the rebound up and in. 4 points for Big Charles. 4-point Bangkok lead. Off the dribble, ball pinned up against the glass by Charles. Lead pass. Howard reaches for it, can't get it. Last touch by Bangkok. So a turnover for Bangkok. Nice job on the defensive end and transition of denial there for Justin Howard. So Dasson very active for Bangkok on the offensive end. Howard again, off to Desmond O, skip pass inside. To very awkward shot. Dasson with the rebound. Back comes Kenyatta, Bagara working on him. Cross-court pass the other way. Shot is going to be on Howard, sneaks into the rebound. Off to Bagara, bad pass. Kenyatta, Charles! With the give, and right away, that is the second time, Michael Wong, Singapore has played sloppy on defense, being made to pay each time.
That's right. Singapore Slingers can't afford to turn up the ball over at junctions like this, leading to transition fast breaks for Bangkok.
6 points now for Chris Charles. Bounce pass back outside of Bagara. Good interior defense now by Bangkok. Rolling off the one screen, knocked away. Good hands there by Thomas. So Singapore will inbound it with 6 on the shot clock. So similar to the last game, Michael Wong, Bangkok with a hot hand early on.
It seems like the Slingers are a bit slow to adjust to the length of the Bangkok team. The guards are really taller than the Slingers guards, so it's really hard for them to passes.
Goaltending call. A couple little Little spin moves on the inside by Howard. So that'll make it 8-4. First bucket of the game for Justin Howard, as we said, against Saigon on Wednesday. 18 points and 20 boards. Big reason why Singapore escaped Saigon with that narrow 3-point win. Thomas finds Kenyatta. Back to Charles, a fadeaway, and Charles has 8 points. Very quickly establishing himself. Realizing Howard might be looking too tough for him underneath, so he takes his game outside. To Nagara, flashes it across the baseline. There's a arm, checked up, that's wrong, just checked in the game. Nagara to Lohorn inside.
So
10-6. Singapore on the offensive end showing some life. Let's see if they can shut it down on defense. Kenyatta, up comes Charles to deliver the screen. Back outside. There's a lead pass. Nice job by Lohorn with a little pump fake. The defender from Bangkok, I think it was Thomas, comes over the top. Check it out. That is Woodipong Dassam. So 1 foul on him.
We're at the timeout. Slingers.
Check that by the Slingers. So midway through the first quarter, 10-second in favor of Bangkok. We'll be right back. Michael Wong, why he's a leading scorer in the league. He's got a plethora of moves, silky smooth.
Yeah, he's really got a huge repertoire of moves, either going from the outside or looking down the low post. And it will be very tough for us to defend him if he is able to hit that perimeter shot.
Singapore on the other side of the ball. They've gone to Dior Lohorn. He has 4 points. So far, Howard with 2, and that's pretty much it for Singapore. Howard has 2 rebounds, an offensive board and a defensive board, and otherwise it's been pretty much all Bangkok the first 6 minutes, but Lohorn at the line. This is an area where Singapore has suffered so far this year. They have not been good free throw shooters. And that sort of continues. They're right around the 58% mark for the season. And if you're going to go play playoff basketball, Michael, you really need to improve that. So 1 or 2, 10-7 game. That's on Kenyatta. Barton plays. Dribbling down that left side. The ball in the hands of Thomas. Number 6, Gasson, who plays Singapore very well so far. Charles. Howard working on him. Charles stops and fades. Can't get it to go. Pushing foul. That'll go against Charles. So that'll be 1 on him. Trying to push Howard out of the way. Howard stands 6'11", Michael. 280 pounds. So a big boy.
He will definitely pose a big presence for us on the defensive end.
Pass to Wong. Wong off the dribble. Back outside, throws it away. Badar with the save. Nice job by Al-Badar. 8 on the shot clock. Little touchback by Howard. Rebound. Quickly back to Kenyatta. Kenyatta the dunk. The finger roll goes good. Howard with the board. Off to the guard. Back to Singapore. Lead pass to Wong. He'll wait for company. Set it up. Good job by Singapore to guard transition. Bedard again after running the baseline, turns, fires back outside, long, almost loses it. 4 on the shot clock, baseline. After the win of it, they can't do it. So Singapore, a little bit wild with their passing. Wong got caught up in that left corner, couldn't find a way out.
The Singapore Slingers guards are doing a very good job in that position. They are very hesitant in taking any shots or making any moves to the basket. Right now, they're just passing the ball around the perimeter and driving it aimlessly without an idea about how to attack.
Larry Liu checks into the game. That's good news for Singapore. Remember, he had to dislocate his finger over a month ago, so he's back in. Shot from outside, way off the mark. Back comes Howard a couple. Liu picks it up. So it's Liu and Wong way beyond in the backcourt. In fact, also Vergara. So 3 guards now for Singapore. Vergara off the dribble. Wong looking for a screen. He gets it inside. He goes and throws the ball away. And out of bounds it goes. Not a really good move there by Kanyad. He could have let the ball dribble out of bounds and Bangkok would have had the possession. So he tries to save it. Foot hits the sideline and Singapore will take over. The referee's going to talk about it for a minute and we'll see if the possession is in the hands of the Singapore Slingers. So let's see how they call it. It will be Singapore ball. Now off the turnover, 5 on the shot clock. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Very low-scoring affair. Liu with the ball. Off to Howard. Howard, that's way out of his range. Puts it up. Off the hook. 1 and out. Thomas with the rebound. Kenyatta. This time down the right-hand lane. Behind the screen of Charles. Puts it up and in. 10 points now for Chris Charles. Screen actually by Thomas, not Charles. Liu looking inside. Drops it off to Lohorn. Lohorn to Wong. They switch it up. Lohorn takes the low post. Out comes Howard. He'll throw the screen. Back screen. Over to the right side.
Back to defense.
Can't get it to go. So Singapore ice cold for the perimeter. They trail by 5. There's a shot by Canada in and out. Looking for Singapore. Bangkok not hitting that well from the outside either. It's mostly inside. Shot by Lohorn is off. Offensive board. Howard. Number 4 picked up. 12-9. Well, it wasn't pretty, but it was effective at the end of the day. And a timeout now being called by Singapore. They trail 9-12.
And coming to collect the white jersey after the game. Once again, congratulations to Paul Drew. And a game announcement. We have actually found someone using a mobile phone in the men's toilet, in the men's restroom. If you have lost a mobile phone, you can come and see me, but you have to describe the phone to me.
Welcome back to the OCBC Arena. You see the score there, Bangkok City 12, Singapore Slingers 9, Michael Wong. You know, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Some more of these players are going to have to get involved in the offense, not just the Slingers, but also Bangkok. There's only 4 players that have dropped the ball in the rim so far. They still run away. Just as I say that, but good score. Off the turnover. Quick hands. 1-point lead now by Bangkok. Working on Kenyatta. Breaks the pressure, gets the ball to Charles. Howard on him. Charles goes to the basket, up and in. And that's what he wants to do, Michael. Get Howard away from his comfort zone down low. Really turned him inside out on that occasion.
That is definitely the advantage over Howard. He's quicker on the feet and he can make moves from the perimeter, both driving past him and going to the basket.
Lohorn, Charles working on him. The hook shot is off, and that'll go on Charles. So that'll be 2 fouls on Chris. So situation that bears watching.
Charles' second personal foul.
And we'll see if Bangkok pulls the string right here and gets him out of the game, at least for a little while. They can scarcely afford to lose their high score. And give you an idea how important he's been in this game, Michael. 12 of their 14 points by Michael, or by Chris Paul. Larry Liu still in the game for Singapore. Lohorn now 2 out of 3 from the stripe. Singapore down by 2. Makes that 1. Singapore starting off well. They're 3 or 4 from the line. That's what we're used to seeing. Back comes Kenyatta and company. Wong working on him. Charles again. Looking for help. Kenyatta there. Campo on the left side is Wong. Song. Howard pulls down the miss. Ball back in the hands of Wong. Off the dribble. Nagara. Lohorn all alone. Can't get it to go. Howard. Right into the hands of Kenyatta, weaving his way through the pass. The first quarter, 14-13 lead for Bangkok. We'll be right back for the second quarter in just a moment. 14-13 Bangkok with the Slingers.
All right, very simple rules. You're going to dribble, cross court, lay up, and then dribble the center court and dress up and back to the ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Gentlemen, they're all decked out in Singapore uniform. There is Howard. He's got a bunch of rebounds so far. 4 or 5 rebounds, 1 offensive board and 4 defensive boards for the newest member of the Singapore Slingers, Justin Howard. Lohorn leading the way for the Slingers with 9 points and Chris Charles with 12. So pretty much a 2-man show thus far, Michael, and you wonder when the other shoe's going to drop and we're going to get some more scoring by some other guys that are certainly going to need it, both these teams. Kenyatta, 2 for Bangkok. So Charles with 12, Kenyatta with 2, Vergara with 2, Howard with 2, and Lohorn with 9. And that's where we are right here. Bangkok, if you just joined us, leading the league with a 10-2 record. Singapore in 3rd place, 8-5. Liu stays in the game. Vergara off the screen, long 3. Good looking screen there by Justin Howard, freeing up Al Vergara. So he's got 5, and Singapore with their first lead of the game, 16-14. Charles almost loses it. Pass there by Gogar, who just checked in the game. Also, Lacan has checked in the game. Charles with the miss. Liu with the rebound. Vergara has Wong perched out on the left wing. Here comes Lohorn. He'll supply the screen. Liu will take the 3. Well, welcome back, Larry Liu. 19-14, Singapore up by 5. Charles, Howard giving him room. Kick back. Now to that left side where Wong saw the thumb. Purchase. Outside shot. Gonna be off the mark. Howard with another rebound. Into the house spot of Bagara. Bagara lowers his head. Now back outside to Howard. Howard with the screen. Around that goes Wong. Stop and pop off the mark. Rebound by Charles. Ball in the hands now of number 12. That's Laughlin. And a foul. That's going to be an offensive foul. So Michael Wong, Bangkok continuing to turn the ball over.
And I wonder how long is Bangkok going to stay with this unit right now, because they're not getting it done on the court. Offensively, they look very disorganized, and defensively, they're not holding on to the ground as well. They're letting the shooters get open, like you see.
Well, we were asking how long before other people start contributing. There's your answer. One lately on with a long three. Singapore with a 22-14 lead. We're going to step back and come back right in a minute from the OCBC arena. OCBC Center. Triple by Bagara to start it off, and then Larry Liu. There's Bagara off the screen. Great flipping screen by Howard. He cans that one. Now watch Larry Liu lurking on that right-hand side. The pass from Wong. No hesitation. Liu fills it up. Here's Wong. Wong on that left-hand side. The kick back out there. Too slow to get out to the perimeter, and the third of three. So that 9-0 run. And Singapore with a 22-14 lead. A foul while we were away. So Charles will go to the line. The foul will go on Howard. So that's one on him. Man at the line, Chris Charles with 2 fouls and 12 points. He leads all scorers. This is the first free throw. Well, that's exactly what Singapore needs to do, Michael Wong. They're going to have to use their perimeter shooting. They've been about the best in the league this season. They're going to have to continue to do that if they're going to win tonight.
They're going to continue to shoot well, which open up the lane for Lohon or even Howard to do any work down low, as well as open up the driving lanes for the guards.
Lohorn off to Liu. Around one screen, Liu baseline. Off to Lohorn, no foul. Liu pass ahead. Little drop step. And an easy 2, so Bangkok back to within 6 now. 22-16, and here comes Wong. Lohorn to Desmond. Lohorn pops up from the baseline. Here comes O again. O will go baseline. He is surrounded by players. Back outside, 5 on the clock. The shot, just in Howard. It's a 15-footer. Singapore back up by 8. Good rotation that time by Singapore on offense. Thomas trying to get involved now. Off the mark. Last touch by Howard. So fresh 24 for Bangkok. Pineda will inbound it. Check that. That's number 12. Lock on. Averaging 2.6 points a game. Substitution coming in now for Bangkok. Pineda will come back in, and checking out number 25, Adapon. Checking in for Singapore, number 6, He started the game. So both coaches rotating their players. Charles again. Howard giving space. Shot by Charles. Charles ice cold here in the second quarter after a blistering start. Down low. Wong! Charles not paying attention on the baseline. Wong sneaking in. Gets the ball. Quickly the release. Off the line. And easy to Singapore, their biggest lead of the game by 10. Charles switches hands. Bumps into Howard. Can't get the ball. Howard all over the place. Gets it on. Go! 3-yard break. Oh, and there's a foul. Heads-up defense by Singapore. And the foul will send Desmond O to the line. That was caused by the hands of Dior Lawhorn. You can see tipping the ball over in the path of Desmond O, who put his hand down and went straight to the rack.
The Slingers have really picked up the defensive intensity over the last 4 minutes, and it resulted in a lot of turnovers from Bangkok.
Wong set it up again, 11 on the shot clock. Canada working on him. Here comes the screen by Lawhorn. Wong. Wong again. Singapore up by 13. Charles again. Get back from Breesville. Yes. Well, picks up on defense that time. You can see Larkin all alone. Is able to fill it up, so back to a 10-point lead.
That was a bad decision by Long to try to double down on Charles. He wasn't getting any advantage anyway.
Wrong. Off the dribble, looking for movement. Has to get to Howard. Good move by him. Ball knocked away. Right hands of Quadrado. The reverse is, a miss on the layup. Another attempt. To Lawhorn. Can't get the ball. Out of bounds it goes. To Singapore. So both teams passing up opportunities. Check it out again. There's Lawhorn on that low block. Misses a layup. His shot was changed by Thomas. So Singapore with the ball, a fresh 24. 4:51 to go here. India, the second quarter, 10-point lead. They've led by as many as 13. Wong with the ball. Rolling off the screen is in the lane. Wong shot by him. Looked like he was in two minds that time. Little finger roll, way off the mark again. Last touch by Singapore. They're going to say Desmond O got a hand on it. Didn't really understand that shot by Lock-on. So both teams missing easy opportunities on the offensive end. Off the mark, stepping in, getting the ball in a foul. That'll go against, I think, Wong. So that'll send number 6, Dawson, to the line. Woodapong Dawson, averaging 6.3 points a game. We said last outing against Singapore had a brilliant game, 14 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists. Another one of these Thai players that is very good, and word around the league, at least, Michael, from what I've heard, is Singapore and Bangkok have the best local players.
Yeah, if you remember from the last game, he actually had 2 very impressive dunks on us, and he played very well. So, but this game, while he started really slow, he missed an open layup. So we'll see whether he picks up in the second half.
Well, this game so far living up to its billing. Bangkok led by as many as 8 in the early going, and 12-point turnaround, and a miss on the first shot. So this time it is Bangkok's turn to be inept at the foul line. Singapore pretty good so far, 3 of 4. Of course, all those shots by Lawhorn, 1 of 2. So the lead down to single digits. Little 4-0 lead. roll by Bangkok and the ball blocked. See if Howard can get to it. He does, but the roll's out of bounds off his foot. So sloppy play there by Singapore. Just when they looked, Michael, like they were going to take really a lot of control of this game, now starting to get the lead starting to wind down, and now Bangkok a chance to get to within 7 or 6. Back comes Kenyatta. Oh, working on him. There's a screen by Charles. He rolls off that. Howard in the neighborhood. Still Kenyatta. Charles switches hands. Rolls inside. Second attempt, no good. Third attempt, yeah. Good job by Chris Charles, never giving up on the play. And just like that, Bangkok back to within 7. So a little 6-0 mini run by them. Lohorn. Back to Liu. The fadeaway is going to be off the mark. Justin Howard coming in, and he will foul. So 2 now on Howard. Trying to break up the rebound by Chris Charles. Let's see if it is Howard. In fact, see who takes the ball out here. Now they might be indicating that it's Singapore ball. Yes, it is. So the foul on Thomas. First foul on him. Liu gets trapped on the sideline there. Howard with the ball to Wong. Singapore poor shot selection the last couple times down. Pass to Dahan all alone. Woodapang Dawson getting behind the defense. Singapore losing their way on defense. 7-0 run by Bangkok. Howard with the one-handed floater is so good. Rebound by Thomas. Bangkok a chance to get within 3 or 4. Kaneda working on Desmond O. The screen by Charles. Another one. Falls down. The shot's going to be short. Stepping in is Liu. Manages to get the ball to Desmond O. Nice play by Larry Liu. Quick pass. Liu all alone on the left. Another rebound, so 1 and out. Luckon in transition. The ball knocked away. Sloppy stuck by both teams. Another miss on the layup. Lohorn drops it in. No! Up. Again he misses. Yeah! Finally! Wow. Well, the ball like a pinball machine. Going through. Finally, Singapore gets it to drop. Charles trapped on the baseline. Gets it to Thomas. Thomas, the tip no good. Back to Desmond O. And another opportunity going by the right side to Bangkok. With you all alone. Foul will go on Thomas. That'll be 2 on him. Unbelievable. The opportunities of both these teams are missing. Watch this again. There's a foul right there. No foul. Well, see who goes to the line, actually. That was a previous play. So Lohorn will go to the line. Thomas with 2. Charles with 2. On Singapore's side, Howard really only has 1 foul, so no immediacy as far as fouls go for Singapore.
You know, both teams are playing at such a high level that they are all exhausted at this point, making all the easy shots, missing point blank range.
9-point lead by Singapore. And you're right, Michael. What do we got underneath here? Pushing and shoving. Foul's going to go on Russell Lowe. He gets caught with a handful of Chris Charles jersey. What do we have here? What is going on? Who they're going to call the foul on? Referees conferring, and I think it's going to go Singapore's way. Looking up on the board.
They call a technical foul. I think they called a technical foul on the coach of Bangkok.
So perhaps a technical foul. Coach Raha getting the ire of the officials. We could tell in the interview before the game, Michael, this is a game that Coach Rahal wanted badly. Singapore knocked them off the ranks of the unbeaten, and of course they lost another game actually, so they are 10-2 right now, but it's a grudge match, no doubt about that.
Bangkok definitely wants to get this because they need to have some confidence coming into this stadium right now, because in the playoff they might meet in the first round, and knowing that Slingers is pretty strong on their home court, they have to come in here with some confidence that they can take us on.
Should Bangkok lose, now we're talking way in the future, so much game to go, but they have 3 losses. Westport, Malaysia with 4 losses, and of course Singapore with 5. So that would tighten things up considerably. Long for Russell Lowe. Spin move. Long 3 is going to be off the mark. Game rebound by Bangkok. Thomas pulls it down. Cutting through 3 white shirts is number 12, Lockham, and he is fouled. Guys, get him. I think that'll go against Larry Liu. So Lockham just putting his head down and cutting through 3 white shirts. So that'll put him at the line for a pair. There it is again.
I think he got bailed up by the referee. It doesn't look like much contact over there.
Doesn't look like any contact at all. So that is Sudison at the line. Second of 2 is in. So the lead back to 8. It has hovered between 5 and 13 for all of this second quarter. 1:15 to go. Ball in the hands of Wu, who's just checked in. Off to Russell Lowe. Charles working on him. Little spin move inside. Hesitation up on the top. Charles easily blocks that. Back from Bangkok. Another foul, and that'll go on number 6, Ung Han Ben. And I want to see that again. It looked like Ung got all hand or all ball. So check it out again. There it is, and I think Ung has a point.
It looks like all ball from here.
So at the line, Woodapang Dossum, under a minute to play, and Bangkok hitting their last 3 free throw shots. Gets them to within 7. They check that 8. 7, 34-27 it now is. So your screen is 1 behind, 34-28, so it's a 6-point game.
You know, sometimes coaches get into the referee's ear so that they get a technical foul just to get their attention. So right now, if you look at this, right, they actually have clean calls going for that. So I mean, maybe that strategy worked.
The monitor is long, and back is 34-28. Singapore 6 on the shot clock. Gadara way out, away from the basket. They're going to have to hurry. Liu for 3. Rebound. Can't hit the gimme. Back the other way to Bangkok. Can't get the ball. Offensive rebound by Dossum. Bangkok will reset. Switching hands. Howard knocked it away. Good job by Justin Howard. 3 on 1. To give that easy 2. 3 left on the shot clock on the game clock. And that will do it. So 36-28 at the end of the half. Singapore on the back of Justin Howard gets the 2 at the buzzer. So a tale of 2 quarters. Bangkok coming off very tough and strong at the beginning. Singapore behind the 3-point shooting. Nosing back out ahead. They led by as many as 13. Now we'll go into the locker room with an 8-point lead. We'll be right back to break down the first half after this.
But we have to describe the focus again. And during this game,
getting over the outstretched hand of Thomas. Again, Lohan with the fadeaway. Can't get it to go, but there's Howard there to clean it up. Turns and fires, misses again. Cleans it up once more. Lohan. And a little one-more by Singapore paying dividends then. Back in the open court, that time number 4, Ocean losing it. Ladar making it pay, goes glass on the other end. Singapore starting to get revved up a little bit here. They trail by as many as they put back in the lead here. Howard with the one-handed jumper, making it count. So Singapore full steam ahead right now. Ball underneath, Howard again kicks it back outside. Wong, first of his 2 trays. So at that point, Bangkok calling a timeout, and it would get worse for Bangkok. However, Charles keeping them in there. Great second effort by Chris Charles there off the glass. Keeping Bangkok in contact. Here's Howard in the open court. The give and go. And Howard with now 8 points in the game. And not a very happy Coach Raha for Bangkok. Checking out the stats here in the first half. He said confirmation 36-28, 3-point attempts 31% for 13. 1 of 8, 13% for Bangkok. So 3-pointers right away, you can see, making a huge difference for Singapore as they enjoy that 8-point lead going into the second half. Rebounds about the same. Turnovers in favor of Bangkok. Well, we had a couple of interviews and already, but also with Mr. Howard, who took the place, remember, of the favorite Kyle Jeffers here. So Justin Howard, the 6'11", 33-year-old, originally hails from Orlando, Florida, and also played his college ball at Mercer College, 6'11", 280 pounds. He had his debut against Saigon, where he scored 18 points. So here is Justin Howard before the game.
We're here with Justin Howard, the newest member of the Singapore Slingers, and played his college ball at Mercer College. He also has some experience here in Asia playing for the Indonesian Warriors at the beginning of the season. And Justin, how did this deal develop with Slingers? It seemed to move very, very quickly. Were you surprised?
Yes, I was. I had a short-term contract in Indonesia, and it was just one of those right place and the right time situations where I finished my contract there right when Kyle was injured. So.
Kyle Jeffers, talking about him, provided a lot of scoring and rebounding down low and was a very popular player, as you probably already know, here in Singapore. How tough has it been for you to replace such a player so far?
I mean, I'm not trying. Kyle's been here for like 5-6 years, so I mean, he's very well known here. But I know what I could do and what I could bring to the team. They brought me in for my size, my defense, and I can also put the ball in the basket and rebound. So I just can't contribute in that way.
Then also, you have extensive overseas experience. As a matter of fact, the only place you haven't played is maybe Africa, Australia, maybe the North Pole. But has that helped you as a professional? And if it has, how?
Yes. Everywhere you go in the world is different cultures, different customs. So you have to learn to kind of adapt to each situation. So it helps me, take a step back and draw things in.
And also, what would you consider the highlight of your pro career so far? Now, I know in 2012, one publication in Germany listed you as a big man of the year. Would that qualify as your biggest thrill, or are there other things?
Yeah, I've played in over 15 countries, I think. That does jump out because that was recently. I've never actually won a championship, so I really want to try to do that. But I would say the big man of the year, center of the year, is a pretty good highlight.
Talking about championships, how would you characterize the Slingers team and the league in general since you arrived? And secondly, what team and personal goals have you set for yourself?
Well, the Slingers have definitely welcomed me in. They're a tight-knit group. They've been together for some years. It's also the national team, so they've welcomed me in, and we've been training hard. And our goal, obviously, is winning a championship, and we actually have a good chance of that. Right now, we're 1 game out of second place, so things keep going our way. Who knows what will happen come playoff time.
Well, Justin Howard, 8 big points. Michael Wong and 10 rebounds in the first half. Sort of picking up where he left off in that game against Saigon, where he had 18 points, 20 rebounds. Really has been a big help for Singapore with Kyle Jeffers going down. All right, what highlights we have here for you? Remember when Singapore, a little bit down on their luck, but they started hitting the threes. First one by Liu, check that out. Behind the screen, and Bangkok not doing a good job of coming out and meeting the perimeter shooters again. Wong making it pay. You can't leave players of this caliber open like that. They will put it in your face. And that's exactly what happened there with Wong. Not over yet. Back outside. And there is Howard. So the mascot there, and check it out. the happy mascot for the Slingers. We're happy. We're up by 8. We'll come back in a minute to break it down even further in a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check out some of the league point leaders. Chris Charles, we've already talked about him tonight, averaging over 22 points a game, followed by Philando Jones. Plays Oils over in Sumatra, averaging 20 points a game. Eversley, 19 and a half. We've seen him with Malaysia. So the top 3 scorers and the top rebounders in the league. Some names you probably know: Justin Williams from the Saigon Heat, averaging 17, and Steve Thomas. Bangkok 14, followed by Chris Charles, Kyle Jeffers 13-4, and Mustafa Nadoy averaging 12 as well. So those are some of your leaders. Great entertainment here in the OCBC Arena. It's all about the fans. And there's Justin Howard. What a big first half he had. Michael, 8 points, 10 rebounds, and they're going to need him to continue to do that in the second half.
They're just about ready to get going here. Second half action. Slingers with a 36-28 lead. Very sloppy first half. We'll see if they can tighten up here on defense and the offensive end in this second half. Chuck Schreiner and Michael Wong along with you. Hoping you're enjoying the action here at the OCBC Arena in the Lion City of Singapore. Formula One weekend also, Michael. Kenyatta. Charles. Foul. Let's see who they're going to get on that. I don't know if it was Howard or if it was Desmond O who stepped in his path first. We'll have to wait and see. If it is Howard, that will be 2 on him. It is going to be on Desmond O. So O, his first foul of the game. That'll send Chris Charles to the line. We said Chris Charles leading all scores with 14. 12 of them, though, however, in the first quarter. So Singapore doing a pretty good job of shutting him down in that second quarter. This is a free throw, very uncharacteristically. Singapore shooting 57% from the floor. Or check that from the line. Bangkok 63%. Oh, 2. Wow. So Charles missing 2 free throws. Back comes Singapore. Waiting for numbers is Wong. Wong up at one screen. That's number 6, that's on. Vagara in traffic, gives up to Lohorn, who loses it. Well, good idea by Al Vagara. Lohorn loses a handle. The ball a little bit low, but certainly Lohorn should have done a little bit better than that.
You know, he wasn't expecting the pass to go a random cut, and then the pass just comes to him like this. They should try to get to that set place as fast as possible.
Kenyatta off the dribble from the elbow. So now a 6-point Slinger lead. Goes one way and cuts back the other. Lohorn to arm. Howard trying to find space at the low post. Tough going there with Thomas who's running it. Vagara with 7 on the shot clock. On again. Dawson working on him. Double pump fake. The follow away is no good. 24-second violation. Kenyatta in traffic. Stepping through. Blocked away. Nice job on the defensive end by Ung Han Ben. So maybe making up for that offensive glitch, making it up on defense. So back the other way.
Ung really looked uncomfortable on the court today. He wasn't taking his shots, his normal shots as the previous games. He was hesitating. He doesn't go into. He set up his feet real fast. So I guess that's why he hasn't been playing heavy minutes in favor of Liu.
Great job by Liu to find the cutting Lohorn, who misses another layup. So this is contagious by both teams. Stop and pop around the screen, no good. Howard with his 11th rebound. Baseball pass in the open court, knocked away again. Kenyatta gives it up to Perron, knocked away again. Liu in the open court. Stops and pops, can't hit it. My goodness, from behind, Liu. And not pretty at all, Michael.
That wasn't the best decision at that stage. Lohorn was actually down low with Charles and Thomas on the other side of the court. They should have waited for Lohorn to go into on the same side, drop it down low to him.
Probably both these teams wish they'd have the last couple of possessions back. Vagara picks the pocket of Kenyatta. Inside, Lohorn, the teardrop shot, no good, one out. Both these teams wasting opportunities. Charles, can't get the ball, but he'll go to the line. Well, he got the mismatch he wanted. Desmond O, who is barely 6 feet tall. Charles, 7 feet tall. But he can't hit the layup, and he'll go to the line for 2 more. He missed his last 2.
Slingers definitely dodged a bullet right here.
They dodged several, as have Bangkok here in the third quarter. You just joined us. Singapore led at the half, 34-28. Check that, 36-28. Now a 5-point lead. These guys played at a frenetic pace all through the first half. You have to wonder if that's taken its toll. 1 of 2 for Charles. Lohorn with the rebound. Liu misses another one. My goodness. There's a lid on the basket. Charles switches hands.
Can't knock it down, another missed layup. That's 5 by my count here in the second half. Bagara stepping up this low horn. He'll get the screen and roll off of that. Back out to Long. Long will take the three. He's going to be short. Stepping in and getting the rebound is Thomas. Kenyatta. Out of line. Off-balance shot. No good. No foul. Bagara now. Left-hand dribble. Deep past the low horn. But on the baseline, so Singapore will take it. Back up to a 7-point lead. Good recognition there by Al-Bagara. Kenyatta. Gets through traffic. Back outside to Charles. 5 on the shot clock. Switches to the left hand. Can't get it the ball. Good defense again by Howard. Bagara pulls up to the three. No good. Rebound by Lowhorn, and he's fouled. Wait a minute. What do we have back here? We've got a wet spot on the floor, or is Long injured? A wet spot, so good call by the referee, Mike. You don't want any substance on the floor that can interrupt the footing. Very, very dangerous if you're going as fast as you can. So Singapore will have possession of the ball. And they're going to have to do some maintenance at the other end. So Bagara will take it off the inbounds. Here comes the maintenance crew. And you know, as a former player, Michael Wong, as well as I do, what just a little bit of moisture can do on a wooden floor.
Yeah, you just need to make a sleep, and then you might strain your hamstrings, and that will get you off the court for at least probably weeks.
Well, we saw Kyle Jeffers dislocate an ankle, and this season may well be done. Wong back outside with the U. Working on him is Adapone. Howard. We'll take it. 9-point lead again now. What do we have? A travel call. So the wheels falling off the truck now for Bangkok here in the third quarter. 2 turnovers in a row. Justin Howard on that previous possession. My goodness, Michael, off balance, leaning to his right, throws up a prayer, an absolute prayer, and it goes in.
It wasn't pretty, but we'll take it.
Gokar working on him, a foul. Let's see how they'll line that up. Singapore will get the ball on the baseline. Al-Bagara. Singapore is led by as many as 13. Bangkok is led by as many as 8. Wong. Liu. Bagara. Rebound by Lohorn. Fighting his way through traffic, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 3. Both these teams, as we said, Michael, spending a whole lot of energy in the first half, and you can see it on their faces and the way that they're playing in this third quarter. So a war of attrition. Howard, quick outlet. Wong gets a step on his opponent with a finger roll. Too hard. Kenyatta rotates the ball to the left. Long 3 is going to be off the mark. The guard steps in. Gets a rebound, slices to 2 players. By Lohorn. Singapore back up by Thomas. Howard working on him. That would be 2. Howard finally gets on the board. He had a slow first half last time. Ended up with 12 points, so let's see if he can repeat that. Bagara, Lohorn, able to get around his man. Howard reaches in a foul. That'll go on Perone. Nice job by Howard on the low post. Lohorn missing another gimme. By my count, that's 3 layups he's missed here in the second half, Mike.
We have a timeout.
So a timeout by Bangkok. They want to talk it over. Singapore up by 11, 42-33. Check that by 9. We'll be back after the break. Back at reality here, 42-33. The Singapore Slingers in control this quarter. They led by 8 at the end of the first half, and they've done it down low. Not a whole lot of outside shooting, Michael Wong, but they've relied on their 2 imports. Howard, in particular, played very tough this third quarter.
This period, Charles was actually taken off the court. So right now they only have Thomas as a big inside presence. So right now Lohan is taking advantage to advantage of this situation and making his presence felt the ball move.
Lohan misses another gimme, and really not his night tonight. 15 points, but 6 of 15 from the floor. Behind the back pass, way off the mark. Another turnover by Bangkok, and they in turn turn it. So Howard can't control it at his end. So Bangkok will have the ball. Fresh 24 on the clock at the 4:17 mark here in the third quarter. Chuck Schreiner, Michael Wong with you. Hoping you're enjoying the action of the ABL on this Friday night. Again here in the Lion City. Thomas again, working on Howard. Turns and fires. Lohan with the rebound. Howard now with 14 rebounds. Lohan with 8. Barking out signals. Go on at the high post. Howard will flash across the middle. Ball in the hands of Liu. Gets trapped on the baseline. Vergara wide open. Backwards that one. Kenyatta. Vergara on him, and he pushes off. So Al Vergara will pick up his first foul of the evening. Let's see if that puts Bangkok in the penalty. It does not. So they'll take the ball out from the far sideline. You said Bangkok with a 10-2 record in first place. Singapore in third, 8-5. And you know, would think with the importance of this game, Michael, the crowd would be way into it. They are not. Another easy 2 for Thomas, who's coming alive offensively here in the third quarter, but we've got a very nice crowd on hand here on the Friday night, and I'm not going to say the crowd's not into it, but my goodness, we've seen them a lot more enthusiastic this season, that's for sure. Nice hands in there by Gokar, knocking it away from Lohan. The Singapore will retain possession with 8 on the shot clock. Vergara to inbound it. See what they call up. Out to Liu, he'll take that shot. In and out. Kenyatta off the dribble. Still. And can't keep control of it. My goodness. Out of control. Michael Wong gives me a very amazed look, and I think, Mike, you're seeing the same thing I am. Both these teams really out of sync.
Both these teams are giving it all. And it wasn't the previous game. It was pretty hard. It was really down low, pretty communication low. They can't hit from nowhere from the basket. So that's probably why the crowd wasn't into it. It's effort-wise, no complaints, but when it comes to making the basket, we are nowhere near.
Wong is fouled as he forces the action. So he will go to the line for a pair. Very quietly, high-tech Bangkok City getting back into this game. They only trail by 7, and as explosive as they are, Michael, you have to be concerned if you're the Slingers at any time. They can reel off a plethora of points, so Singapore needs to stay on their game.
Right now, the Singapore Slingers should make a move and try to build a bigger cushion right now. He shouldn't be cruising along with them, because when Charles comes back, I'm very sure he will be the aggressive old self, and he will try to put some points on the board.
Charles presently not in the game, but he's getting up now, so he will re-enter. So Singapore really unable to take advantage of the time that Charles was on the bench. Thomas has 4 points in this quarter, working on Howard, and Howard fouls. And that's a silly foul there. I'm not so sure how it even fouled. You can see Thomas forcing the action, knocking Howard back on his heels, and the referee giving the foul to Howard. So that will send Thomas to the line for a pair. Thomas 2 of 6 from the floor. That's his first venture from the free throw line, and it's not a successful one. In fact, Bangkok shooting 50% from the line. Slingers not much better, 57%. Thomas hits the second one. So Charles back in the game. We'll see if he's re-energized. Singapore nursing that 7-point lead. Under 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. Bagara. Wide open look for one for 3. That'll wake up the fans. So that kicks it back up to a 10-point lead. Third triple in the game for Wong. He's got 9. Jackson's got 12. We say Thomas continuing to wake up on the offensive end. Good position on that low post over Howard. To Bagara. Inside the lane, gets it off the low horn, foul, and that'll go on Charles. Check that, this will be a traveling call, I guess, huh? Or 3 seconds? 3 seconds call. Charles raised his hands, so for a moment we thought he had picked up his third, not so a turnover for Singapore. Opportunity now for Bangkok. Lohorn working on him. Thomas pulls his way to the basket. Charles the rebound. Howard takes it away from him. Back from Singapore. Lohorn! Lohorn getting the step on his defender, lurking on the baseline. Lead back up to 10. Charles, he's got 15. Gives it up. Banging against Howard, can't get it to fall. Ball is up in the hands of Desmond O. Bagara. Into the waiting hands of Lahore. 50-30. Singapore by 12. Out of control there by Bangkok, lucky to retain possession. Saw that previous play by Bagara to Dior Lohorn, the alley-oop.
39 seconds, no score. Hey, no foul, no foul.
So Bangkok to retain possession. Less than 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Thomas, who almost walked a little spin move, can't get it to fall. Ball falls right in the path of Howard, but knocked away. It's going to be a fresh 24, I believe, for Bangkok. So 6 seconds in between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball again in the hands. He drains it again. Big half for Thomas. He's got 8. 10-point lead. Bagara will play for the last shot of Singapore. Wide open look. Wong thought about it. Pineda working on him. Around the screen he goes. From the elbow. That'll be a 52-43. That'll do it. So John We'll be back for the last 10 minutes after this.
Okay. 3-point line. We're going to shoot for an iPad mini. Alright? iPad mini. 1 ball, 1 basket. Alright. What's 92?
Had the knack the last few games of coming up big at the opportune time.
We spoke about this. You want to be one who wants to take the big shot in order to make the big shots. He has been one has not been shy about taking the big shots, and he's been crushed.
Some big statistics handed to his points off the bench. Singapore 18-7 over Bangkok. Big hit there, Michael, and also you look at points in the paint. A little bit surprising there. Singapore 28-18 over Bangkok. So a couple surprising stats. Bangkok has a good bench themselves. You know, Singapore taking advantage of the home court and doing an excellent job in that third quarter, especially the last half of that quarter. Very sloppy the first five.
Luan has been outrunning everyone. He's been running very hard on transition end and getting a lot of open layups, which resulted in this 28-18 disparate points in the paint.
Singapore has to be careful that they don't let up on the defensive end. With the three. So 55-40, biggest lead of the game for Singapore. Checking in the game is John Tumo, number 27. Takes the ball to the rack with Thomas. No boxing out that time. Thomas now with 10. Check at 11. So 13-point lead for Singapore. Off the screen goes long. Begara. Back to Howard. Howard working on Charles. Block. Last touch by Singapore. Lowhorn. Howard just a little bit too predictable there. Charles, who leads the league in block shots, able to time it perfectly, and Howard becoming a shot block victim. Oh boy. Push off there. Wow. Referee. Off-balance shot way off the mark. Lead pass, Lowhorn. Desmond O. Waits. Great job of transition by the Slingers.
Let's be up.
John Tuba, by my count, had 2 fouls on that last get down, not called by the referee. Kenyatta, Charles, 2 and 1, count it. So he will go to the line. Remember, Charles had 12 points in that fateful first quarter. Bangkok was stuck on 14 for a while, now has 17. Chance to make it 18 now. With 8:32 to go here in the fourth quarter, it's been all Singapore, but as we said before the break, Michael, Bangkok, a very explosive team. At any time they can gets the ball to fall, so 12-point lead now for Singapore. That comes long to Begara. Desmond O flashes across the middle. Begara on the opposite side, still with the ball. Howard looking for Lowhorn. Bounce pass inside, knocked off. Bad pass by Howard. So opportunity now here for Bangkok. Inside to Charles. Kick out. Kenyatta. rolls to the basket. The follow. Howard smothers the rebound and a foul. That'll go on Thomas, I think. Let's see what the referee says. Looked like Howard was wrapped up by Thomas. If that is Thomas, that'll be 3 on him. Check that, it'll be 2 on Thomas. So that big possession arrow goes Bangkok way. So no foul. Thomas turns and fires. He got it. And 1. Wow. So 2 consecutive possessions. Bangkok has taken the ball hard to the rack and been fouled in the process. First by Charles, now by Thomas. So opportunity now for Bangkok to climb to within 9.
It's really interesting that Thomas plays the same way that as our first game. He was not taking any shots in the first half, and then all of a sudden in the second half, he's been looking for his shot, he's making his moves and hitting his free throws.
He also has 13 rebounds. So back to a 9-point lead now for Singapore. Lohorn calling for the screen. Inside goes Desmond O. Howard with the shot, hits the roll. He'll take it. So 12 now for Howard. Singapore, the lead back up to 11. Charles rolling off of Howard. Knocks out by Howard on the defensive end, but he can't save it on the baseline, and we're going to stay with Bangkok with 12 left on the shot clock. 7:23 to go here in the 4th quarter. Very strange game, to say the least. We had a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed layups, missed opportunities by both teams. Thomas again hesitated and lost the ball. Picked up by Lachlan. 24-second clock, can't get the shot off. Singapore will come back with the ball on the turnover. A little bit of moisture on the floor. That'll call out the helpers to get that cleaned up. There is the score by quarter. You can see Bangkok had the 1-point edge after the first quarter, but a big second quarter and third quarter for that matter for Singapore. And the fourth pretty much even Steven. Bangkok with a 1-point edge, but they're going to have to do a whole lot better than that if they want to come away here with a victory. A win Coach Raha and company really wanted. Remember, Singapore 3 weeks ago threw Bangkok out of the unbeaten ranks, and they did lose one more game along the way. Bangkok. Good screen there by Howard, but Wong can't take advantage. Bagara looking on that left side. Long screen is the off the mark. Charles Scott for the board. Back in the hands of Sudasan, who gives it up to Granada. Sudasan again. Well short, and the foul by Bagara as he reaches in on Thomas, and Thomas having a great second half, Michael.
I think the foul is on Lohorn. That would be 2 on him.
See if that is on Bagara, that will be 2, and no, they're going to give it to Lohorn. So Bagara with 1, Lohorn with 2, Howard with 3. Situation with 6:38 to play. Thomas with that post-up move of his. Turns and fires a long drive. Too hard. Bagara with the ball. Long pass to Lohorn. And he is hammered by Thomas. Well, if you're going to foul, foul hard. So that'll be 3 on Thomas. That'll send Lohorn to the line, and Lohorn not very happy with that foul. And the referee telling Thomas, you know, came very, very close to getting a flagrant foul. So Thomas can't believe it. So Lohorn will have to be satisfied with 2. He misses the first one in Singapore. Again, their travails at the line continue. They're shooting 56% from the free throw line. That's even lower than their season average of 57%. 1 of 2 for Singapore, back by 12. Under 6.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Locking, still locking. That would have counted had it gone. So Singapore playing dangerous down at the other end, fouling the jump shooter. Lacan will go to the line for 2, and that'll stop the clock at 6:20. Another strange game in the aspect of Michael. You know, the energy just seems to flow in and out of this game. I mean, frenetic pace for a few minutes and then almost slow motion for a few minutes. So it's tough to get a handle on this game.
It seems like it's a game of runs, meaning one of the team will be making a runs of 8-2, and then the other team will come in with another run. So that's why there's this strange shift of momentum for both teams.
11-point game. Rohan off the feed by Wong. Badar, the return pass. Good defensive assignment by Sudasan at the bottom. Charles had to come over, had some words with Sudasan. 13-point lead. Singapore is led by as many as 15. Canada, Charles is down low again to Thomas, who continues to shine here. He's got 15. So Charles to 17, Thomas to 15. Lahore back outside to Yu, who just checked into the game. Bagara behind the screen. Long trapped in the corner there, and a foul, reach-in foul by Lacan, I believe. No. The ball rolls out of bounds, no foul. So a turnover by Singapore. Canada only with 4 points. He ran riot against Singapore the last game. Catch it, shoot a three. That was Montion. So the lead now 8. We trickle down to the 5-minute level. Singapore not clear yet, Michael.
Seems like Bangkok is trying to make a run at them at the 6-minute mark.
Long in the lane. Wide open. Can't get it to ball. Thomas Wells is right there to clean it up. Back comes Kenyatta. Loses Bagara. Thomas back outside the 3. In and out. Lohorn with the rebound. Ball in the hands of Long. Under 4.5 to play here. Rotates to the other side. Bagara inside to Lohorn. Thomas working on him. Good job by Thomas. Back outside the ball. Bagara. Kenyatta and a foul by Bagara. Probably a good foul by Al Bagara.
Definitely a good foul to prevent an easy basket on the other end.
We're trying to get a timeout by Singapore. So just like that, Bangkok, who trailed by 13 just a minute ago, have trimmed it to 8. We told you how dangerous Bangkok were, so we'll step back. Singapore with the 8-point lead after the timeout. With 4:09 to go against a very dangerous Bangkok team who has been steadily chipping away at the Singapore game plan, and especially the play of Thomas Stephen Thomas down the stretch, 16 points, 15 boards. Howard with 12 points and 17 points, but it's been the Stephen Thomas show in the second half for Bangkok.
Thomas has definitely been more aggressive on the low block, trying to carve out a position for himself. And Charles has been doing a good job finding him at the low post. They've been doing a very good high-low punch right now.
So the lead trimmed to 7 points. It could be 6 after this shot by Kanata, and it is. So here comes Bagar and the Slingers. Lohorn with the ball. Over to Wong, who are going to have to step up their intensity. Desmond back in the game, so 3 guards for Singapore. Wide open look for Wong. Magnificent ball. Great offensive board by Howard at the opportune time. So another kick at the can for Singapore. Bagar with the ball. Double team for a moment. This is a layup, the fire! Nice job cutting in between 2 green shirts to get the offensive board back up and in. 5th offensive board by Lohorn. Thomas again. That would have counted had it gone, and Thomas again will go to the line. Foul on Lohorn. So that'll be 3 on him. So Howard with 3, Lohorn with 3. The other side of the ball, Thomas with 3. Charles with 2. So that clock stops the clock at 3:23. Thomas gets it to go.
Knocked off the rim. Okay, knocked off the rim.
And you wonder where Thomas was or what would be the score now had Thomas stepped up his game like this in the first half. He hits them both. So the lead back to 6. Quickly Wong on the move. Desmond The ball calling for the ball. Lohorn taking Charles to the rack. Nice job by Charles. The ball on the floor. Picking up his Bangkok. Sudason with the ball. Working on him. Still Sudason. Thomas. Back outside. Go. Desmond Ball in the air, Bagara around it. Wong in the lane, back outside, Bagara. 13 on the shot clock. Howard comes up to the high post. Howard with the ball, Lohorn with the shot. Can't get it to go, gang rebound. Superman with the ball, taken away by Bagara. 2-3. Fresh 24 for Singapore. Probably need a basket here. 10 on the shot clock. Bagara gets loose. Wrap around pass. Back outside. Got to get rid of it. At the buzzer. No good. Charles with the rebound. Bangkok. Trailed by 6. Thomas, who else? Fires. Got it. 64-60. And a timeout called by Singapore. Under 2 minutes to play. Bangkok, Michael Wong, right back in this game. Thomas has been unconscious here in the 3rd and 4th quarter. 18 points, 15 rebounds. He had no points, Michael Wong, at the end of the first half.
And I wonder if this is a strategy all along. Just to lay low on the first half, and then on the second half, he's going to try to be aggressive and look to take all the defenders down low and make his move. So what we see here is him being at the low post, hitting that mid-range shot over and over again.
So Howard trying to pull double duty, and it just seems like Lohorn can't play with him. Thomas a little bit too beefy. Lohorn giving him just a little bit of separation that he needs. And Thomas, look at his shooting, 8 of 16, shooting 50% from the floor, 2 of 3 from the line. And Singapore in real trouble here with under 2 minutes to play. They got the lead and the ball. They're going to have to play with a little bit more intensity going down these last 2 minutes. And it's going to be a long trip home to their homes tonight for the Singapore Slingers. This is a game they've led by 15 points, Michael.
The Slingers have to do a better job of executing their play, especially after this timeout, they should come out with a well-executed play and get a high percentage shot. Make this shot, put the pressure back to Bangkok.
What sort of strategy they use? Will they get the ball inside and kick it back out for a ball and company ball? They try and work it down low. Bangkok, with their point of view, you have to wonder, Mike, will they be forced to foul here? We'll see. Ball in the hands of Bagara. Lohorn getting held up. Howard at the high post. Lohorn flashes across the middle at the low post. And a foul. That will be on Lockham. That'll be number 2 on him. Not a shooting foul, so 16 seconds left on the shot clock and 1:47 left on the game clock. Kick right back outside. So no time going off the clock there. So last 2 minutes, Howard with the ball. Has the put down in the open court. Easy two. Back to within a pair. So a turnover, horrible pass there by Howard. Wong. Still wrong on the foul. That will go again on number 12, Lockham. So 1:30 to go. Singapore lead down to 2 points. Bangkok with a foul to give, so not necessarily a bad foul there. There's the bad pass by Howard, you see. So back we are in live action. Howard to throw the screen, long pass to Liu. Nice through the lane. Can't get the ball. Howard with the rebound. And that does not count the shot. The shot didn't draw iron, Michael Wong. And Singapore in danger now of relinquishing all of their lead.
The Slingers have to depend on their defense right now to make a stop. This will be a very important possession.
Kenyatta. So the shoe on the other foot. Charles. Kenyatta. Shot clock down to 12. Charles. Can't get it. Singapore needing a bucket here. Still plenty of time for Bangkok. 14 on the shot clock. Bagara still. Ball in here. Tipped off at a foul. Let's see who that is on. Is that on Bagara? If it's on Al Bagara, that'll be 3 on him. So a timeout called by Singapore and Michael Wong. Singapore just not showing the intensity on the offensive or defensive end. Opportunistic Bangkok. We said that with the offensive firepower that Bangkok has, they are never out of the game. They are proving our worth pretty pathetic right now.
I wonder if the Slingers have expended too much energy during the second and third quarter where they built a huge lead, but it wasn't enough. Because with Charles resting in the third quarter and then when he came back, Oldham took a shift. He was aggressive as usual and he was making very good passes to Thomas, who was catching fire at the right time.
Interior defense by Bangkok has come up very big. Lahore and Howard forced to play away from the basket. When they got the ball, sometimes they throw it away. Now, in Singapore's favor right now, if a foul shot is missed, or maybe both of them missed, 42 seconds, that would leave about, 18 seconds left for Bangkok to get in. And in each stretch, Singapore has got to score in their next possession. Now they need to stop here, and after that they need to score.
The Slingers are actually not in a better shape because looking at the team fouls, some Slingers are over the limit, and for Bangkok they have only 3 team fouls.
Right,
so
got a couple. Singapore with that glazed look on their face as they come back on the court. It's Howard, Lohorn, Bagara, Wong, and O. So Kanata a chance to tie it up right here, right now. And that would be complete. Singapore with a 1-point lead and another timeout, this time called by Singapore. So we'll step away. Singapore 64, Bangkok 63 when we come off the break. Michael, I think if somebody would have said the score would be 64-63, first of all, I would think that most people would think that the score would be at least in the 80s, given the nature of both these offenses, especially with the addition of Howard to the Singapore lineup. But a lot of missed opportunities, the intensity level going up and down like a yo-yo. Now it's Singapore's turn. They've got to come up with a big play. Let's see if they're up to it. Wong with the ball on the inbound. Looking on him is Larkin. 17 left on the shot clock. Wong inside, stripped off. Last good. Back in the middle of Bangkok. 3 seconds between Bangkok and shot clock. Inside, the ball back away. Singapore can hold the ball. Bangkok must foul. They do. Wow. All Bangkok had to do was set it up for the last shot. There would have been 2 seconds actually for Singapore to come back. They did not. They turned the ball over. Now opportunity for Lahorn and the Slingers to sneak out of here. And I mean sneak out of here with the win.
Wow, what an interesting turnover event. And who would think that it comes down to a turnover?
Check it out again. There's an entry pass knocked away off the hands of Thomas. Now what I can't understand, Bangkok taking so long to foul. There it is, finally. So Lahorn will come to the line with 2 shots. There is Howard. Big night again for Howard. Seffi's got 19 rebounds and followed that up after a 20-rebound game against Saigon. Only 12 points. He's been pretty much neutralized in the second half. Story of the game for Bangkok. Stephen Thomas, 20 points. He leads all scorers, plus 15 rebounds. Where would they be without him? We know Charles started out like a house on fire. 12 points in the first quarter. But he's been fairly quiet since. He only has 18. So Singapore doing a great job of neutralizing him, but not so Thomas. Sudison also off the bench having a big game for Bangkok. 10 points. Kept up 12 points. And 3 rebounds. 2 of them offensive. So Bangkok having their moments, but the moment that could have been, that should have been for them, didn't happen as they threw the ball away. Entry pass knocked away into the hands of Howard, who gives it off to Lahorn, who is fouled. And it will not be a shooting foul, in fact. So Lahorn will inbound it. Now they have to be very careful not to throw the ball away here. Long pass. Howard, he's got it. Singapore's got it in a foul. So Wong got a piece of it, and he is fouled. 5 point, or check out 6.6 seconds to go.
That's the final timeout.
I'll tell you, Singapore flirting with disaster once again, Michael.
The game is not over yet. Wei Long has to hit these 2 free throws to make it a 3-point game, and it's still 1 possession, meaning Bangkok has a chance to hit a 3-pointer to send it into overtime.
Wong, one of their more consistent free throws. There's no doubt about that. Much better to have Wong at the line than say Howard or even Lomar. But still, long time to go before Singapore fans can let loose their breath. 1-point lead. Even a 2-point lead, even a 3-point lead, I mean, with the firepower that Bangkok has. Kenyatta very adept from 3. Also, Sudison, who is 2 of 2 from beyond the arc.
All right, final 6.6 seconds left, and both teams have a goal.
Singapore really had in the palms of their hand now. The 6.1 seconds, one clock says, and the other clock 6.6, so we'll see how that plays off. So Wong at the line. The first shot, the important one. Now Wong has been clutch the last few games. When Singapore has needed him, he has come up big. Being asked to do it one more time for the Slingers. So this to force Bangkok to play in a little bit different dimension. Up by 3 Singapore, and Bangkok will have to go back to the game. That was a margin of victory for Singapore the last time here. So Thomas with the ball. He'll take the 3! In and out! And that will do it! Singapore survives 66-63. And the game really, Michael Walden, did not need to be this close. It was. But again, one way the odds, providing the fireworks for Singapore at the end of the game, hitting the clutch free throws to turn it around for the Slingers. They raised to 9-5. Bangkok falls to 10-3. That does not change the standings, but what a statement Singapore makes. Even though they had to pull all the stops out, they led by 15. They end up winning by 3. As we look at it again, here is Thomas from outside. And wasn't that far away, really. So the Slingers hang on. They leave OCBC Arena with a 66-63 victory, solidify their position in 3rd place. In fact, they're only a game behind the 2nd place Westport Malaysia Dragons, 2 games behind the team that they defeated for the 2nd time tonight, High-Tech Bangkok City. So we will take a break and we will come back to break it down further. Singapore wins by 3 at the OCBC Arena. hard-fought win away from the high-tech Bangkok City team, 66-63. Another nail-biter. It seems to be a passion for the Singapore Slingers. They never have an easy game anymore.
It's a huge win for the Singapore Slingers, and now it gives us that physical, that mental sidekick over Bangkok when we play on our home court. And it will prove to be pivotal as the game goes on, or even in the playoffs.
Okay, play of the game, and check out Dior Lawhorn. Bangkok with the ball, making a run at Singapore. Out to the wing there to Piron. Ball picked up by Vigara. Vigara, great recognition, catching Lawhorn, getting behind the defense, and that's your play of the day. Dior Lawhorn scoring 24 points tonight. Added that to 13 rebounds. Here it is again, a different angle. Vigara threading through two defenders. Lawhorn putting it up and in. Counted, and no one saw that. Dior, but a pivotal basket going down the stretch. And Singapore hangs on two of Dior Lawhorn's 24 points. Revised table now. Bangkok still at the top of the table, 10-3. They only have a one-game lead over the Westport Malaysia Dragons, two-game lead over the Slingers at 9-5. Indonesia, a further 3 games adrift at 6-8. Saigon Heat 5-7, and of course South Sumatra yet to win a game. So next home game will be at the OCBC Arena. Of course, the Slingers at home against the South Sumatra team. The team was yet to win a game, so Slingers have to be optimistic there. But for Michael Wong, this is Chuck Schreiner. 66-63 as the Dior Lawhorn show is here with the fans, and we will take off, and we will see you on Wednesday night against Sumatra. Again, the final score, the Slingers 66, High Tech Bangkok 63. Good night from OCBC Arena.